Hi everyone, I want to share with you why my surgery got cancelled 2 weeks ago. But before we dive into that story, I'd like to share with you some of my medical history, followed with some illustrations. So here we go. I was taking off my bra before bed one night and I felt a lump on my left breast. Other than feeling that lump, I was healthy and fine. I wasn't sick or anything. I had that lump in my left breast biopsied with a core needle biopsy. They made me put up my arm like that, and there was a big needle. It made loud clapping noises. That was March 2009. It hurt a bit and it was scary, and I told myself that I never ever want to have another core needle biopsy again. So the pathology report came back from that and they found that I had cancer, breast cancer in my left breast. So that led me to have a sentinel lymph node biopsy and a radical modified mastectomy of my left breast. And that was in April 2009. So my chest was kind of concave and I spent the summer without a breast and just stuff like that. I had drains and it was quite uncomfortable. And then I went in for chemo. I had 6 cycles of it. Lost all my head hair, most of my eyelashes. My eyebrows started to fall out. That was in June 2009. And I started to feel really ugly. So after a while my hair started to grow back and it grew back curly. Yay for curly hair. And then they put a tissue expander on the left side of my chest and a slight augmentation on the right side of my breast. And I was starting to feel a little bit better. Then on May 16th, 2010, I had nipple reconstruction done. It was really weird because I was awake during the surgery. And then they exchanged my tissue expander for a real implant and felt good. I was like, oh my god, these are so big, and actually they shrunk after a while. That was September 2010. And then on November 1st, 2011, I had my nipple tattooing. Whenever anybody asks me if I have a tattoo, I just keep that to myself. Then my hair started growing back in all different ways. I had the curly mohawk and the straggly awkward length hair, and tried to cover my hair with baseball caps and wore it in high buns when it was too frizzy. And then it started growing back to a length that I wanted, and I was happy. And then one day I went in and visited my general practitioner. She looked at me and said, "Your boobs aren't even." And I said, "Yes, they are." But then I went home and I realized she was right. I had a capsular contracture. Which brings me to January 2013. I quit my job, packed my bags, and decided I was going to fly to Asia. I wanted to start my own business and be my own boss, so made a plan. I planned a 4-month trip to Asia and to visit 6 different countries. Okay, it wasn't all business, there was some pleasure involved. But instead of investing back in school, I decided to do it this way. I visited Thailand and Cambodia, Malaysia, Hong Kong, Bali, and South Korea, and then I flew back. Which brings us to 2 weeks ago, on May 15th, 2013, I had a scheduled capsulectomy to fix those lopsided breasts. And I was sitting in the waiting room for my plastic surgeon, and he came in and he looked really grim and really sad, and he said he had bad news for me. He told me the cancer had come back. I had had an ultrasound and they had found a suspicious lump before the scheduled surgery, but I was a little misinformed and was told that it was just scar tissue. So I was really sad and my heart broke in half and I cried. So here I am with a whole lot of questions and not enough answers. I'm a huge dreamer, as my friends know, and I like to think about the future and dream big dreams, but can't really do that if you don't have answers. So I'm reflecting and thinking about what these past few years have taught me, and if they've taught me anything, it's to be present and take it one day at a time when you can't do anything else. I just don't have the energy to cry any more tears, and I'm just waiting to hear back from the doctors and get more results back from my scans and tests. And in the meantime, I'm just focusing on being fully present and not worry about what they're going to tell me just yet. So I'm just being, if that makes any sense. And thank you so much for all your support, and I will continue to share my story with all of you. Thanks again.